AskReddit by Zer0W0 Rise. What are some really dumb hobbies, mainly practiced by wealthy individuals? I feel like this question was asked just to get the Titanic sub as a response. Taking a break from women of Reddit. What is the sexiest sex you've ever sexed to go people of Reddit? What's your favorite example of rich people dying in a submarine? Deleted. I live in a city and there is nowhere to scream for real without alarming people. So when I need to scream, I drive to the car wash and scream in there. Nobody can hear anything over those machines. I just watched on Netflix rich Arabs cloning camels by the dozen because that first camel was really pretty. I think that's a worthy endeavor. Too many ugly camels around. Making Earth more beautiful is a worthy goal. Buying an expensive car and then keeping it in your garage without ever actually driving it. You should watch Meckham auctions sometime. Some guy will die and his collection of never driven Corvettes will go on sale and fetch barely anything. Even though I enjoy the taste, collecting ultra expensive wine and not ever drinking it. Technically it can be an investment, but if they never sell it then it's not really an investment IMHO. I don't get collecting things that are meant to be used and then not using them. Shooting a giraffe, like bro it's just standing there next to the road. Same with elephants, they just stand there facing off to you and you just shoot them. Sounds like a waste of time. People that collect luxury clothing brands and shoes and then never wear them. Collecting the same Rolex in different variations. And never wearing any because it's in a safe. On here someone related about a very rich guy. Asked why he didn't wear an expensive watch to show how rich he was, he just said, "Why? I am rich." Recording yourself giving shit to the poor. Those people annoy me so much. Like, let me hold my help over your head so you can perform for YouTube. It's so gross. Fox hunting. Is it hard? I hear you just need to keep chickens and the foxes come right to your doorstep. My mom used to love watching the Barrett-Jackson car auction, specifically the one held in Scottsdale, AZ, where they sell very expensive cars. She would always tell me that if she ever bought one of those expensive cars she would never put it away in storage. She would drive that thing all over the place. But she probably wouldn't because many very expensive cars are often finicky and a pain in the ass to keep running and maintenance on them is stupid expensive. Also many of them suck ass as daily drivers because they are uncomfortable to drive. They are designed to be occasional expensive toys for people with too much money. The oil change cost on a Bugatti Veyron is over $20,000. Climbing Everest. Just remember, every dead body was once a highly motivated individual. 12-meter yacht racing. Like standing fully clothed in a cold shower and tearing up $100 bills. By the million. That's a very short race. Child sex trafficking. Let's not forget Jeffrey Epstein. That's so sad we can call this a hobby, but yeah, I guess for them it was. Challenging other wealthy individuals to cage match MMA fights. Better than two poor people, I suppose. Buying solid gold toilets and other items. I use the solid gold toilet in the Guggenheim. Could barely lift the seat, and it didn't even stay up. I admit I peed sitting down. Paying to go see the Titanic. Let's be honest, that's why this question was really asked. Breeding and showing dogs, especially the tiny ones with the fucked up noses and tiny heads where their brains don't even fit anymore. Also the ones that cannot give birth naturally, because their heads are so damn big. That's why those breeds are so damn expensive, they require cesareans. Making $1 bets with other rich people that disrupts and ruins normal people's lives. Social experiments and such. Basically using regular people as playthings. Winthrop. Hey. Winthorpe. Arg. I live in Germany. A guy in my neighborhood hit the lottery. First thing he did was to fly to Russia and go bear hunting. I can't understand why it's someone's dream to kill beautiful animals. Almost like the movie Ghost Dog. Who knows, maybe he will end up killing a half-naked president riding on top while he's at it. Seems promising. Being cheap. One of my friends has the money to buy the restaurants we eat at, but if we split an item she'll fraction out how much she puts towards it. I only ate one slice of pizza and there are 6 in total, so I'll put down 1/6. She also factors this into tipping. Drives me mental. Rich people don't get rich by giving away their money to us peasants. Politics. That's how they get richer, by going into politics. Talking down on poor people with things like stop buying coffee and you'll be rich one day. I've never bought coffee and I have $12 in my bank account. Collecting high-end trading cards. Even worse is buying high-end and open boxes cases to open. Drake spent an estimated $200k on an opened cases looking for one specific card. https://cardlines.com/drakes-panini-flawless-purchase-a-full-guide/close Another example of something rich people do that's just what non-rich people do but with more money. I learn more and more that Reddit probably doesn't actually know what actual rich people do, lol. Or what a hobby is. Rich Christian people traveling to impoverished countries and calling it a mission. Tim Tebow's parents are peak missionaries. They went to the Philippines, which is 86% Catholic. Flying to a convention against climate change in your private jet. Someone once told me that Jerry Seinfeld owns a massive garage in which he stores one model of every single Porsche car ever made by Porsche. Like, why? I understand collecting some cars if you're wealthy, that's a cool hobby, but every Porsche ever made. Like, what does he do with all these cars? Pour himself a drink and just look at them? You know damn well he's not driving all of them. He might be one of the few that actually does drive all his cars. Polo. Polo is other level crazy to me. They use like 6 horses per player per match. At about 50k each, that's 300k. And that's not counting training and everything. Polo just seems like over the top expensive. Dressage. My ex-girlfriend was really into horse sports. She was riding around with a small carriage behind the horse, doing some marathons, some parkours and some dressage. I went to an event twice. She asked me to be the groomer, person in the back shifting their weight to help steer and such. It was actually amazing to be able to do that. See how strong 1 horsepower really is. The dressage part was really boring, though. Even though this isn't considered the status holding part of dressage, it's still a lot of money. Horses aren't cheap, neither are carriages, trailers, maintenance, keeping your horse fed and healthy, getting a special license for riding trailers, which is mandatory above certain weight lengths here. Dear for your horse, dear for yourself. My ex is a physical therapist, so she wasn't earning nothing, but it ate up a chunk monthly. But actual dressage is far more boring and way more expensive, I imagine.